All right, mate. So you feel tempted to buy SNX and CPI? Are they ready for loading the boat? Definitely interesting. Like just by looking at it, I mean, you can see some sort of trend line. Are we just breaking out of the trend line? Are we hitting up against it? Is this the real trend line over here? But obviously, that still is a lot of room. That's a double in price before we even get to that trend line. But you can clearly see that we're coming into some sort of trend line break here, and there is potential of a daily apex breaking up here. So there definitely is something nice going on here. There's also a bit of a bullish stop hunt down here. It's up 4.5% today. I'm not sure when you sent this. You sent this today at 2 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock now. Okay, so you 2:40. So or whatever, 2:20, 40 minutes ago. So kind of just breaking up here actually in this last hour. If I can get that zoomed in. Yeah, into the last 2 hours breaking up. Okay, so it was already up here basically when you messaged. It's had a very nice week break up here. You can see last time it had one of these. Then it had 3 or 4 weeks of kind of chop to the upside before breaking up. I suppose it's had one here, but when you get one here and then one here, two of them in close succession is more bullish. It kind of implies that if it does dip down next week, that it should be a good buy down in this area, in the middle point, in the 50% retrace of this candle, or 38% retrace. It seems like a good buy for then continuation to the upside. That's on the weekly chart. 2-week chart also green, looking well. How much more can we get out of this? There's 7 days left in the 2-week candle. It's a pretty big candle. It's not huge. Obviously, these are really bullish times here. It's hard to think that it's going to do one of these. You've got all this cluster here. It's up into the yellow 9 EMA. So it is going to potentially struggle a bit, but I think it's going to be important to trade this new weekly candle. If it is red, then let it stay red and let it dip. The other important thing is that the monthly candle is also up to creating a bullish monthly engulfing candle. So it gets tricky and gets tougher buying into the top of the previous candle, which is also an order block, and there's also resistance in and around here. So it may need a new month. There's only 10 days left in the month. It may need a new month before to go higher. You can see the 3 month here. It's forming a doji. This is good. This is exactly kind of what you want. Well, it does say trade a new 3 months as well, and see if there can be continuation back to the upside. This is an indecision from the bears, and indecision in the entire market from the bulls and the bears really. But the trend is down, so it's an indecision in the downtrend. And maybe the new 3 month may want to be green and bounce back up. It's also the 6 month is trying to flip green. Now that would be fantastic. If this flips green again here, the likelihood is that it'll probably want to bounce back up, and take liquidity up in here. Now if we go back to the daily chart and actually see this and see where those levels are, well, it's kind of implying that eventually, and when this works its way out, price will want to break up and out of this daily apex and be targeting up here at least. So that's what do we have there? That's we'll call it between 60 and 100%. So overall, this does look good. It's kind of implying that a dip on a new week would be a very good buy. Now you can see here we didn't get much of a dip. There was a small flip down, and then it flipped green again, and then it pumped. So we need to be aware that that is still a possibility. It is Sunday here today, and it's up 5%. I don't see any reason to trade it today. I would probably trade a new weekly candle.